premiered on October 13, 2013, to consist of 16 episodes. The series is based on the series of comic books of the same name by Robert Kirkman, Tony Moore, and Charlie Adlard. It was developed for television by Frank Darabont and is executive produced by Kirkman, David Alpert, Scott M. Gimple, Greg Nicotero, Tom Luce, and Gail Anherd. Gimple assumed the role of showrunner after Glenn Matsari's departure at the conclusion of the previous season. The season introduces the notable comic characters Abraham Ford, Eugene Porter, Rosita Espinosa, Bob Stuckey, and Lily, as well as a modified version of the Chalmers family from The Walking Dead, Rise of the Governor tie-in novel. The season continues the story of former Sheriff's Deputy Rick Grimes, who relinquished his leadership in order to live a quiet life in contrast to his cold-hearted nature in the previous season. Rick's fellow survivors struggle to maintain their idealistic lifestyle in the prison in the face of threats, including the proliferation of walkers near the prison gates, the outbreak of a contagious and deadly flu-like infection within the prison population, and the whereabouts of the governor, who, unbeknownst to the prison community, has survived and is planning his revenge upon meeting a new family and rallying his new army. The second half of the season mainly focuses on the individual groups that escaped from the prison after its downfall, and their efforts to survive as they follow a line of railroad tracks to a supposed safe zone named Terminus. Main cast. The fourth season features 13 series regulars, with 9 actors featured in the opening credits, while 4 others are credited as also starring. Melissa McBride and Scott Wilson, who portray Carol Pelletier and Herschel Green, are added in the opening sequence after previously being credited as also starring. David Morrissey, who plays the governor, is not credited among the main cast until his reappearance in the episode Live Bait. Credited as also starring are Emma Leakeny, Chad Coleman, and Sonequa Martin Green, who were promoted from recurring status, and Lawrence Gilliard, Jr., who joins the main cast as Bob Stuckey. Andrew Lincoln as Rick Grimes, the series protagonist, the father of Carl Grimes and Judith Grimes, and a former deputy sheriff, who recently relinquished his leadership over the survivor group. Norman Reedus is Daryl Dixon, an anti-hero like Southern redneck who is also the group's primary hunter. Stephen Yeun as Glenn Rhee, a former pizza delivery man engaged and then married to Maggie Green,